I'm here with some normal Nova Scotians at a sit-in at the Alton Gas site. So I don't know if you say that's normal. I think they're absolutely exceptional Nova Scotians that are been stepping up, speaking, and fighting to protect the province, the territory, the species, and the water. So I'm going to turn over and I want to hear from them because Alton Gas thinks it's enough. It's just about Indigenous issues and stuff, and that's one thing. But you know what, Nova Scotia and our way of life is at risk, and big businesses are moving in, and I want to tell you why it's at risk. Not only are they going to store salt caverns here, and you wonder why, not just one, but possibly up to 18 or more, and they're on one of the best shale fracking areas in Nova Scotia. The Alton Block is the most richest resource for shale here in Nova Scotia. So now you wonder why there's going to be 18 gas caverns on top of, in Alton, Nova Scotia, Alton Project, the Alton Block. It's big money for big business. It's not a heck of a lot anything into it for us in Nova Scotia. It'll be channeled out. But I want to now turn over to some of our ladies here, and we're going to talk to some of these people. They're going to introduce who they are, where they're from, and why they're out here. Okay, Paula.
I'm Paula McMillan. I'm from Cooks Brook. To me, I'm really grateful to the First Nations worldwide for stepping up for the environment, but I think the rest of us have to get involved now. So I'm here to stand with First Nations people. The environment is something we all have to get serious about, because if we let it keep going the way it is, we're not going to have this world to live in anymore. And if we all don't band together to let our voices be heard, there just won't be any going back.
So your Cooks Brook, wasn't that one of the brooks that were so bone dry this summer? I've heard.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've seen different stories. Anyways, for folks out there, the rivers and streams in Nova Scotia are extremely dry, and so this is no longer a stand with the Aboriginal. This is a stand up for ourselves. So come on out here.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I live in South Maitland. I just moved there about 3 months ago, but before that I lived in Knoll, which was the ground zero for fracking. That's near Kennecook, and Knoll had the fracking wells. And we stood up and we all said we didn't want fracking, particularly in that community. We still have waste ponds near those fracking wells. And it was natural to, when we found out about this project, that this was kind of the writing on the wall for fracking coming together. And if you see at any of the fracking meetings how many people came out, Nova Scotians have been saying that they do not want this in their backyards. We've also done, I point out that we've for 2 years been working on this issue. We've done everything we can, and it's come to this point where we're standing here in front of a site that they've wasted their money to continue to do when they had no community support for it. And yeah, as well as Paula, we stand with the First Nations people and protecting, the treaties. And yeah, we want better for everyone. This is about water, and yeah, it's awful what they're planning to do. And Alton Gas and the government know very well that we've said we don't want this. We've said it. I don't know how else we could say it. We've been to meetings, we wrote our letters, we've met with each other, we've talked with each other. I've made so many good friends here, and yeah, everyone I talk to, you explain this project to them, and they're just flabbergasted that it would go through.
Yeah. And now I'm going to move over to Patty. Patty is, and I've been stressing, this is not just a Mi'kmaq issue. Patty has a beautiful way of life, and then all of a sudden, what happened, Patty?
Well, Alton moved in. They moved in and they put a road in. Nobody knew what was going on, what the road was for. We figured it was a logging road. And then they just started drilling out wells. And so far they have 4 drilled out. And one is not usable, but the other 3 are supposedly are. And this is where they plan on putting the water from the river down into these drill wells, pouring them out to store natural gas, pressurized gas. And it's just like a stone's throw away from my house.
Yeah. So they want to store natural gas, and for everybody that's following us here, thanks everyone. Everyone that's here, stored natural gas is just leading up to frack, and then also just leading up to shipping off to the U.S. market. You want to say anything, Robin?
Sure. My name's Robin. To me, like, this issue is so, it's about so many things. It's about the river, it's about the water, it's about people's right to say no, and to me it's really about climate change and the fact that we know that globally we can't keep developing fossil fuel resources no matter what. If we want to avoid the worst of what climate change has to offer, we have to stop right now. We can't build any more infrastructure, and this project is just some of that fossil fuel infrastructure that's a thing of the past that we can't allow to continue being developed. So for all of those reasons and more, if we want to avoid the incredible human suffering and damage to life on Earth, then we need to act so fast on climate change and not allow any fossil fuel development to be happening. And in Nova Scotia, that means stopping Alton Gas.
Awesome. Message to Alton.
Stop Alton Gas.
What's your message?
Don't
Alton?
waste your money and keep going down, because we will never give up. We'll never give up. We've made a lot of bonds here and we'll never give up. So we should know that. Alton Gas.
Go back to Alberta.
Go back to Alberta.
Thanks everybody. Sam, last words, Alton?
I agree, go back to Alberta. It's not going to work for you here.
Or leave the country altogether.
Yeah.
Go back to another country.
Shut her down. And you know what, people in Nova Scotia, we have an amazing way of life. You know, this side you see all the construction and everything, but the rest of this here is just, you know, farmland, pastures, families, communities. Here comes Annabelle. So there goes our tractor. This is a way of life for Nova Scotia, and we don't need that money. We need to protect our way of life. And you know, I'm signing off now, but there's a few of the Nova Scotian residents here that are concerned. So keep posted. We're negotiating with police. No arrest yet.